Right. So, that is some of the newsies here. Let's see. Oh, yes, you got this whole thing going on in Portland. Portland, not exactly a great place to be these days, but it appears that Pam Bondi finally, well, she's fucking doing something. Making a move in what many call the pro-Antifa Portland Police Department. In the early hours of the morning, independent reporter Nick Sauter, whose work is often featured at Revolver News, was arrested in Portland after being attacked by Antifa. You read that right. He was attacked and then he was arrested. He was on the ground covering the story of federal agents stepping in to help the local ICE office, which has also been under siege by Antifa terrorists. And so Sauter was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct.
With the flag. They're fucking him up.
Hey! Mark's a veteran. He's got it.
Prior to his arrest, Nick can be seen on camera putting out a burning American flag. Anti-ICE protesters burned an American flag at the ICE facility in Portland late Thursday night. Independent journalist Nick Sauter can be seen grabbing the flag, putting out the flames. Patriot. Nick was shockingly arrested later by Portland PD. By the way, Nick kept the flag he rescued. When word spread about Nick's arrest and the video clips came out, outrage erupted online. Some of the comments: only in Portland would the police arrest a journalist and protect Antifa. Trump was right. Like Charlie Kirk said, America is the one nation where even the ones who hate it refuse to leave. The police targeted him. It's almost like they have a directive from the top down. Portland police are violating the civil rights of thousands of law-abiding citizens. I wonder if it has anything to do with him criticizing them on Fox News earlier. Ridiculous, yet expected. PPD is complicit with Antifa. Free Nick Sauter. Arrest criminals, not journalists. Well, there's finally a light at the end of the tunnel. Nick took to X to update everyone on his case, announcing Pam Bondi has ordered a full investigation into his arrest. Even called him personally to let him know. Assistant AG Harmeet Dillon weighed in on X about the upcoming investigation. From the sound of it, Portland PD could be in some very hot water. Blistering hot, instead. Portland, it's find out time. Buckle up. Meanwhile, DHS Secretary Kristi Neame has also vowed to fight back. From Benny Johnson. Just spoke with DHS Secretary Kristi Neame. She's been briefed on the attack and arrest of journalist Nick Sauter. Secretary Neame tells me DHS will surge ICE resources in Portland. Quote, Antifa is a terrorist group and will not control our streets. Nick also posted a message directed at the Portland police. Sounds like they may want to lawyer up. Hey, Portland police, you made a big freaking mistake. You proved what we've all been saying for years. You're corrupt and controlled by violent Antifa thugs who terrorize the streets. You thought arresting me would make me shut up and go away. You couldn't have been more wrong. Stay tuned. What happened to Nick was outrageous and never should have taken place, but the silver lining is it looks to be the spark that finally forces a deeper look into Portland, exposing the truth about how this city has been run in conjunction with Antifa. Let's certainly hope so, but then again, I'll believe it when I see it. So, trust the plan, but also chimp out. Let's see President Trump quadrupling down on the sombrero memes. It's not just funny, but it's a new message terrifying the Democrats. For way too long now, the left has controlled the right with words and messaging. They've weaponized labels like racist, bigot, or the classic literally Hitler to keep Republicans in line. It's been their tired playbook for eons. While President Trump and his base never took the bait, weak GOP politicians and establishment media types always did. They'd fall all over themselves, calling for unity, whining about Trump being divisive, clutching the pearls over mean tweets. Remember that nonsense? The entire country was forced to endure it for years. But Trump's methodology of mixing humor and memes into his fight against the left is pure brilliance, and the Dems know it. That's why Gavin Newsom is desperately trying to copy Trump's online style. Of course, Newsom's an absolute cringe factory who's failing miserably, but he knows a winning strategy when he sees one. The problem for the left is that you can't just magically become Trumpy. You're either that way naturally, or you're not. There's a new word, Trumpy. This is literally hitting close to home, about 10 miles away from that ICE center. I'd stay at least 20 miles away from that phalanx. Let's see. The left still hasn't learned you can't manufacture a movement. It has to happen organically in a real, sincere way to capture the hearts and minds of the people. Playing copycat won't cut it in a world where sincerity is now the number one currency. Chili Eyeshard, welcome in. We all know that Trump is the top general in the meme war. It's in his blood. He gets it. Memes should be triggering, timely, funny, and dank. In the meme war, you have to make every meme count. In the meme war, you have to meme until they cry, then make memes about them crying. Anyways, coming to the point of this whole thing, there's the sombrero meme. If you've been living under a rock and missed it, here's the quick rundown. It all started when word of a government shutdown spread and Republicans immediately got ahead of the messaging. They told the American people the truth. Democrats were about to shut down the US government in order to hand out free healthcare to illegal aliens. And from that messaging, the sombrero meme was born, portraying Hakeem Jeffries in a floppy Mexican hat, showcasing his love for illegals over Americans. Of course, the second the left saw the memes, they instantly cried racist. That only made matters worse for the Democrats. Not only were they facing a shutdown of their own making, thanks to their obsession with giving free healthcare to illegals, now they are being mocked and laughed at over a sombrero and a hilarious fake mustache. Nothing the left throws at it is working, as Al Franken just found out the hard way.
A lot of you have been talking tonight about these government health care plans that you've proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants. Okay, let me start with you, Mayor Buttigieg. Why?
They totally claimed it would, and then all of a sudden turned around and said, oh no, that's not happening. J.D. Vance nailed the racist nonsense perfectly. While he was at it, he put the stuffy schoolmom-style propaganda media in their place. On the sombrero thing, Hakeem Jeffries said it was racist. I honestly don't even know what that means. Like, is he a Mexican-American that's offended by having a sombrero meme? I saw one of the major TV stations put the meme up and say, this is AI-generated. And he had the curly animated mustache, too. Do you not realize that the American people recognize he did not actually come to the White House wearing a sombrero and a black curly animated mustache? Give the country a little bit of credit. The American people aren't stupid, they understand what a joke is. From Jason Cohen, C-SPAN caller cracks up over Trump's post of Hakeem Jeffries and sombrero. Host John McArdle.
What do you make of Donald Trump's Truth Social posts about focusing on Hakeem Jeffries and attempting to lampoon him is maybe the word to put it. There it is on his Truth Social post, and a new one featuring Hakeem Jeffries from last night went up as well.
Well, I called Hakeem Jeffries last night and I left him a voicemail, and I wanted to know where he got the sombrero from, because I wanted to buy one too, because I thought he looked good in it. And I didn't know he could grow a mustache that quickly, but I thought he looked real good in that mustache.
Do you think
you got it on TV right now. I asked Hakeem Jeffries, where did you get that hat? Because I want to go buy one. Please give me a call back. But see, that's the problem.
Do you think videos like that help in this process here in the negotiations?
Help in the process? No, it's just a joke. See, nobody can take a joke no more. This country is so evil in so many ways that nobody can take a joke anymore. You do not think that is funny? A mariachi band.
He apparently does. A lot of people do.
All those, instruments and Hakeem Jeffries. That is funny. Come on.
That's Kevin in Gainesville, Florida, taking your phone call.
Of course, the C-SPAN talking head has no comment. The truth is, it's hilarious to anyone who isn't a bitter weirdo and still has a sense of humor. And let's be honest, humor's supposed to be edgy, even offensive. That's what makes it funny. Meanwhile, President Trump quadrupling down like a meme madman, pumping out sombrero content like it's going out of style.
Hola, mi fellow Americanos, y bienvenidos al cierre de Schumer. That means welcome to the Schumer shutdown. We call it the Schumer siesta, right? It's the Schumer siesta. He put the government on siesta, crying Chuck. And El Hakimo Jefe Jeffries, we used to call him Dollar Store Obama, till we realized he's worth far less than $1. But they put the government on siesta to give illegal aliens your health care. We're not going to let it happen. I looked at both of them. I said, we're not going to let it happen. It's no bueno. I said, it's no bueno. They begged me. They said, but senor, Por favor, please give illegal aliens the health care. So we're not going to do it. We're never going to do it. It's not going to happen. And they're also very upset about our big, beautiful sombreros. You look at them. These are the greatest sombreros the world has ever seen. We really have the best
That's a damn good
sombreros,
sombrero.
and,
I would
everybody
wear that
wants one
sombrero.
Except Crying Chuck and El Hakimo Hefe Jeffries. They don't want one, but they're going to wear one when all...
Can you imagine me, his lordship, with a giant sombrero with Trump 2028 on top? I think I'd look rather dashing with one of those, don't you think?
All is said and done. We're going to end the siesta. We're going to reopen the government. And we will not give in to
No
the
more
demands
siestas.
of
We've
Chuck
had
and
plenty
El
of
Jefe. We're not
siestas.
gonna
It's
do
time
that.
to get back to work.
Thank you. God bless you. Dio lo bendiga. And God bless America. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
That's pretty good. Let's see. The memes from the government shutdown are epic. We've reached levels of trolling. President, I keep thinking of that line from Christopher Walken of, I've got a fever. My only cure is more cowbell. As the big turning point for the meme, sure, it's funny when President Trump shares the hilarious jokes his supporters create. There's a deeper message behind it, and it's one that absolutely terrifies the left and the media lackeys. We don't care. I mean, it also proves that old Saul Alinsky tactic, quite true, that ridicule is man's most potent weapon. Lamau, steering in on President Trump's Hakeem Jeffries sombrero mustache meme, which Dems call racist. Let's see here. This is from Eric Doherty.
For Vice President Vance, not just defending that AI racist video of Minority Leader Jeffries wearing a sombrero, but also like celebrating that video. And it was playing on a loop in the briefing room today. What are you hearing from the inside about that?
It was not only just playing on a loop in the briefing room. If you've never been in the press briefing room, for those who haven't, there are loudspeakers overhead so you can hear announcements or what's being said, or if there's an event going on with the president in the Rose Garden, for example. They were playing that mariachi music as well over the loudspeakers for all the press that was coming in and out of the White House today inside the press briefing room. It just kind of gives you a window, John, into how they're dealing with this and how they believe they have the upper hand when it comes to the messaging here, and also kind of how things have changed from the first time Donald Trump was in office. I mean, there was a shutdown then. I remember all 35 days of it. As the president said at the beginning, he'd be proud to shut the government down, and then it ended, obviously, with him not getting the money for his border wall. This time, you know, there's a moment here. They're being heavily criticized over these posts by the president, by Democrats, and instead of backing off or apologizing for it, they're leaning into it, and they're playing the music over loudspeakers.
Which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Because they simply don't care about that criticism.
Yes.
All right, Caitlin Collins, thank you very much.
They don't care. They really just don't fucking care. And why should they care? I mean, no matter what you do, they're just going to call you a racist anyway. They're going to call you nasty names like that. So fuck them. Scott Adams, we simply don't care. Correct, and that's exactly what's driving the propaganda press insane. They're powerless. After the assassination of Charlie Kirk, all bets were off. The mood in this country shifted overnight. It was sudden, seismic, totally irreversible. America crossed over to a new frequency, and everyone felt it. There's simply no going back to the way things were before, and this observation from author John Ringo, spot on. I was talking to Miriam the other day about a realization I had. The murder of Charlie Kirk was unquestionably a turning point. Future historians, plus 200 years, should look closely at J.D. Vance When he said, "I don't care, Margaret," it gave permission space to just not give a damn what the left says about you. That was tremendously powerful in a way that wasn't quite noticeable at the time, but is increasingly noticeable. We don't care. You cannot emotionally blackmail us anymore. Vance said it first, but Charlie Kirk's murder and the joyous reaction gave it gravitas. We don't care. We simply don't care. And that is tremendously freeing. The chokehold the left once had on the right is over. And when you stop caring about their labels, their outrage, their stupid smear campaigns, and unapologetically keep being yourself, that is real empowerment. And for the left, it's pure terror. The last bit of power they had over conservatives is gone, and President Trump drives that point home every single time he reposts a sombrero meme. And on that note, we leave you with this, Halloween being right around the corner. If you're looking for a costume idea, here's one that's guaranteed to come with a flood of left-wing tears and free healthcare for illegals. Olé.